push on them like they did to get to 15 points. Every other team that's played them has laid down and lost by 25 to 30. And our guys wouldn't do that. You know, they stuck together. They kept fighting. Harden goes down with an injury, and you know we still fight back. We take the lead. You know, get it to the last 2 minutes against what a lot of you feel is the best team in the country, and we got a shot in the air to win the game. So I'm proud of our effort. I'm proud of our fight. But I'm not, you guys that have been covering us know I'm not a moral victory guy, so please don't ask me any questions about if I feel happy, because I don't, because we came here to win. And, we believed we had a team that could win the game tonight, so did we play well and fight? Yes, but please don't ask me if I'm happy, because I'm not, because we wanted to win. And we got to come back on Saturday and play, against our crosstown rival in DePaul, which will be another hard-fought game in a couple days.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. What were you trying to achieve on the last possession, and what did you see?
Yeah, well, we had a little action where we had Vic coming to one side, and we had Taylor coming to the other. And we wanted to kind of read how they played it. I thought Michigan guarded it well. They talked well. They switched out. But we wanted to hit either of those two guys. We had Vic on one wing, Ryan on one on the other. We were going to hit that guy and let him get a shot. And I thought they did a good job. We still were able to get our poise. Ryan got the ball, and even though it wasn't the shot we wanted, credit him to kind of getting something up on the glass and giving us a chance to at least get a shot that might go in.
Thoughts on Derek's play in the first half?
Yeah, I mean, he was fantastic, and that's how he has played. He's been, he and Vic, have done a phenomenal job kind of getting this team ready to play this year and setting the tone in so many ways. And I mean, he's a terrific player. I mean, he just is. I mean, you're coming to get this every night from him, and I'm proud of him because nobody works harder. For 4 years, that's what he's done. He comes every day and he works to get better and he wants to be good. And he's worked himself into becoming one of the premier big guys in college basketball. And obviously, I love having him on my team.
You had only 1 minute from Miller Kaufman in the second half, and Nance didn't even see the floor in the second half. What kept those freshmen from?
I wanted gains on Brazdeikis. I mean, it was just we were down, and I wanted that matchup. And we made a defensive adjustment in the second half with how we were guarding Simpson, which I thought really helped us, enabled us to get back in the game, took away some of their driving lines. But those two guys their time's going to come. They're young guys. They got to keep working. They got to keep coming every day, getting better. And we're down 15 points. So I found a group in the second half that got us back in the game. So I went with those guys on a gut feel tonight.
What was that defensive adjustment?
Well, we felt like Xavier was really getting to the basket a lot. He's a heck of a guard, and he's the guy that makes them go. He sets the table. They have terrific players. I mean, obviously Brazdeikis is fantastic, and Charles Matthews is a heck of a player, and Poole got him off to a great start. But we just felt like he was the head of the snake. We felt like he was getting in our paint, and so we tried to give him some different looks, and I thought it was effective, and they actually ended up taking him out of the game. Once we got the lead, and give those guys credit. Brooks hit a big shot for him. He came in, he hit a big three, and Brazdeikis hit a big three when we had gotten the lead. So that's what great teams do. I mean, they're one of the great teams. They're very well coached, and give them credit for getting it done tonight.
Were you looking for more in the defensive end from Ryan in the first stretch of the game?
Yeah, I mean, I just we fouled 2 times on 3-point shooters. So I mean, that's kind of one of the staples. That was what I was most. I mean, Poole, he made one of them, and then the other one we fouled him. So I mean, that's 7 points that we gave a guy who's a really good shooter. So it was more just fouling jump shooters more than anything. We're pretty big sticklers for that. We try to be disciplined. And, we have good length, so we want guys to take contested shots and not foul.
At that same time in the second half, you were also getting good looks on offense that a lot of teams don't get off, especially off those screens. What was working so well to get clean looks?
Well, we were just running our offense. We have a cutting. That's what we've been doing all year. We don't really have that point guard driven, offense. So we do have big guards. We have big wings. We try to get those guys cutting in the lane. We feel like if they can get a guy in their back, we like to post those guys. We like to get those guys getting downhill. and it lends ourselves more. I just was really proud of how we continue to cut hard. I mean, their defense is very good. I mean, it's as good as any we've seen all year, and maybe any we'll see all year. So in order, you know, it's one thing to try to defend them, but then it's another thing too. You have to try to work hard to score against them because they're such a good defensive team. But you know, I was really proud of our execution down the stretch. You know, I thought we got a great shot. Vic had a great drive down too late that he just missed at the basket. We left some free throws on the table, you know, that we normally hit, and then they defended the last play well, and even still we got a shot up. So again, did we play well? Yes, but we're just disappointed because you know, coming off a loss in this league, you don't want to let losses mount up. And we came here tonight. Our guys believed we could win, and I think they showed it.
How much different are they with Teskey on the floor versus off the floor?
Yeah, well, he's a big factor for them. I mean, his ability to. He's a very good defender. He knows his role great offensively on those rolls where he rolls to the basket and gets those layups. And he's a good pick and roll defender. He's a good post defender. I mean, I'm very impressed with him. I always was in high school. I was a big fan of his, but the development he's made this year has really, you know, added to their I guess weaponry, so to speak. I mean, they don't have many holes. I mean, that's why they're 9-0, whatever they are, and that's why they've beaten everybody but 30 points, except for us.
Was Zekas as good as advertised?
Yeah, he's a great player.
And did you guys try to recruit him? Were you involved in him?
You know, I know we weren't as involved. I mean, we saw him, we loved him, but you know, I know, you know, the schools that he had going, and you know, I believe Michigan has had great success in Canada. You know, Nick Stauskas was a great player for them, and obviously he fits very, very well with what they do. So yeah, I mean, I loved him in high school. I knew he was really good, and I just love his spirit. You know, he's a warrior. He's tough. He makes shots. He gets to the basket. He competes. You know, he's a really fun guy to watch play.
Ryan Taylor struggled to shoot the ball in the first two conference games. Are you concerned, or do you think it's just him finding his rhythm again?
No, I think he'll be fine. I think it's a matter of he just got to trust it. You know, we know he can make shots. I thought in the second half he got really good looks. A couple open threes he normally knocks down. I thought he got to the foul line on a pull-up. So I'm not. I mean, his career, he's been a shot maker. So, you know, I know he's going to break out, and he's a big part of what we're doing.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you guys.
Coach Beilein,
Thanks.